Assalamu alaikum. We are here to give a presentation on labor turnover. Before getting to my topic, I like to start with a fabulous quote on labor. Without labor, no prosper. The fact is that no company can flourish or even sustain without labor, because laborers are the backbone of the company. Exactly. As we know that laborers are the key components of growing economy. Laborers work hard tooth and nail for the companies, and due to this, the nation grows and develops. To tribute and honor the contribution made by workers towards development of an organization and consequently of society. I have googled it and brought information for this session regarding labor contribution towards economic development. In 2020, 41.49% of workforce were employed in agriculture, and the equal other half is employed in other sectors. One is industry and another is service. Do you know when the first Labor Day was celebrated in India? Yeah, I know about the date. It's on May 1, but I don't have clear idea about the year. I don't know when it was started. Okay, no problem. I will explain in detail. In India, the Labor Day was first started in 1923 in Madras by Hindustan Kisan Party. This day was started to give a national holiday to the workers because of their hard work and dedication towards the work. Even though we celebrate Labour's Day in India, but what's the use of it? Many laborers suffer a lot to earn money. Yeah. The workers were burdened with various problems in the company, like low wages, long working hours, and even unhygienic workplace. I really feel bad about the condition. As I said before, they are the key components of growing economy, but their struggles are unbearable. Yeah, actually, this is just a trailer. Now, the main picture we're going to see. Are you ready? What is the power of organization? It's obviously electricity. Oh, sorry. You're asking about the equation. Oh God, I'm asking whom will you label as power of company? No idea. Okay. I will tell. The power of the company are director. Now tell me, who is the second power of the company? It is obviously workers, because they give their potential effort to convert raw material into finished good, and it is difficult for an organization to run a business without workers. Yes, I agree with your point. Both power of organization need to be there in order to run a business successful manner. Even though they have enough potential of power, but the one term which shakens the whole organization into dust is labor turnover. If the two powers of an organization are collapsed, then everything becomes dust. A company can be successful only in the hands of good leadership and hard-working labor. Let's see labor turnover in detail. Labor turnover, also known as staffing turnover, it defines as the ratio of number of employees who leaves a job through attrition, the rate at which the employees leaves employment. It takes into consideration the number of existing personnel, new joinees, and total number of workers as listed in the payroll at end of the given period. In case the labor turnover rate is high, it is considered to be unfavorable condition for the company, and even it results to temporarily shut down or strike. Now we will see the types of labor turnover. There are 4 types. First, voluntary. Second, involuntary. Third, functional. And last, dysfunctional. Now it's your turn to explain. Okay, wait. I'll explain the concept in simple way. The first type is voluntary labor turnover. The worker willingly leaves his job in the company. For example, Mr. X, who is working in the company for 5 years and got a job opportunity from another company with a good pay, he resigns his job and joins in that company. This will affect organization overall and leads to huge expense for the company. Now we will see the second type. The second type is involuntary turnover. It includes layoff or reduction in workplace and terminating the poor performing worker at workplace. The first has a negative impact. It affects financial operation, and the second has a positive impact because the company removes poor performing workers at workplace. Another type is functional labor turnover. The top level management of the company removes underperforming workers in order to improve the efficiency of the company. This will not affect the company because the management removes underperforming workers and replacing them with better performing workers in the workplace. Now let's see the last type of turnover. It's dysfunctional turnover. It's exactly opposite of functional turnover. Here, the best performing worker leaves the organization. This can occur for a variety of reasons, but the main cause is low potential to advancement. For example, the company fills the management position to the external candidate and does not offer to the internal candidate. Do you know why labor turnover occurs in the company? As I said earlier, labor turnover occurs because of low wages, long working hours, and poor transportation facilities. Okay, sounds great. Okay, I will explain the causes of labor turnover in the company. There are two. First, avoidable causes, and another, unavoidable causes. Avoidable causes are those causes which are under the control of management due to the employee's policy, such as no job security, dissatisfactory with wages and allowance, no retirement benefit, poor transportation facilities, and so on. Now, unavoidable causes. Unavoidable causes are the natural causes which cannot be controlled by the management, such as marriage, illness, retirement, death, domestic issues, family migration, and so on. Now let's see the formula for calculating labor turnover. We have three methods for calculating labor turnover. First, suppression method. Second, replacement method. And third, flex method. First, suppression method. The formula for calculating suppression method is number of suppression divided by average number of workers into 100. Second, replacement method. The formula is number of workers replaced divided by average number of workers into 100. Third, flex method. The formula is number of addition plus number of suppression divided by average number of workers into 100. Okay, now I'll solve the problem by using the formula.
Calculate labor turnover rate by suppression, replacement and flex method. Number of workers on payroll at the beginning of the month 900, at the end of the month 1100.
During the month, 10 workers left, 40 workers discharged, 150 workers were recruited. Of these, 25 workers recruited in vacancies of those leaving. The rest were engaged for expansion scheme.
In the given problem, the average number of workers is not mentioned. You need to calculate. The formula for calculating average number of workers is mentioned here. It is given in the problem that at beginning of the month plus at end of the month divided by 2 gives the amount of average number of workers. At beginning of the month is 900 and at end of the month is 1100. By applying the formula 900 plus 1100 divided by 2, the answer we get is 1000. The average number of workers is 1000. Suppression method. The formula for calculating suppression method is number of suppression divided by average number of workers into 100. 50 divided by 1000 into 100. We get 5%. The second method is replacement method. The formula for calculating replacement method is number of workers replaced divided by average number of workers into 100. 25 divided by 1000 into 100, we get 2.5% as the answer. The third method is flex method. This is the last method in labor turnover. The formula for calculating flex method is number of addition plus number of suppression divided by average number of workers into 100. 150 plus 10 plus 40 divided by 1000 into 100, we get 20% as the answer. Now we come to the conclusion part. Every problem has some solution. Likewise, labor turnover also has some solution. We are going to give solution which helps the organization to reduce labor turnover. The first solution to eliminate labor turnover in workplace is resolving conflict and addressing problems with the employees. It develops healthy environment in the workplace. Hi, I'm going to give a second solution to terminate labor turnover rate in the company. The management should provide incentives and rewards for the hard-working worker in order to increase their performance. Another solution to reduce labor turnover rate in a company is cleanliness must be maintained. Other facilities like ventilation, lighting and clean drinking water. If low-level employee gives his view for expansion of business operation, the management should accept the view and encourage him. Here comes another solution to reduce labor turnover rate in the workplace. The management should come forward in order to create good bonding between supervisor and the worker. Some facilities the company needs to provide, like transportation, medical facility and insurance plan. There should not be any discrimination between workers because they give their effort to expand business operation. So the management should give fair pay for what the work they do. The problem is with worker. Every worker should come forward in order to show the talents to the management. If the worker fails to do that, the management removes the poor performing worker from the workplace. Thank you.